start working in on our pummeling. Alright, standing up, we're right here. Starting off, 50-50 position. He gets an underhook. I have an underhook and a overhook, just like him. Alright, starting off by going slow on your overhook side. Alright, those who haven't done this before. These are better than kind of leaning against each other to make sure we carry each other's weight. I'm going to look at my hand on my overhook side, look at my palm. I'm going to make a little bit of room, and he's going to do the same thing on his side. We're going to swim in, thread the needle, and then switch our heads. Right into there. Alright? Then do the same thing. Repeat that motion over and over. Looking at your palm of your hand, separate a little bit, thread the needle, come right in. Then you're going to slowly pick up the pace a little bit. Alright, right in there. Then we move up, come on, boy. Swim right in. Swim right in. We're swimming. Then once you kind of get into that motion, then you slowly start to move yourself a little bit. Your head is always moving off the center, back and forth. Then out of nowhere, start dancing around a little bit. Now you're moving your feet all together. Right in there. Pushing back and forth, going side to side. That way you use your underhook to pull them right out through. You're switching. Alright? Anyone got any questions on that? Alright, grab a partner. Start off slow. Ease your way in. I'll give you. Now we're going to slowly add our striking and have a nice little sequence to get into this now. Alright? So. Oh, goodness, how do you do that?
Oh boy. Do that when you do it late?
Wow. So now we're just going to use light striking to get on into that nice pummel clinch position. As we're in here, we're moving around, not going anything too crazy, What I like to end up doing is, I'll go with like a 2-3-2 in that sense. I'll touch my way in, touch, touch. What I do every time I'm touching, I'm making little frames while baby stepping my way in. Alright? So as I'm jabbing coming forward, I make a frame right here so that when I'm reaching for that glove, that way if I'm trying to throw anything, I'm already behind my shoulder and I got my frame up protecting me right there. Alright? I'm touching right there, I touch right in, that way I make another frame, I'm behind my shoulder, right in there. Alright? Now, as we're in here, two things I like to kind of go with is as I'm in this position here, I like to pull the hand down, and that way I can come on in and shoot myself right through the middle. Right in. That's how I'm using like my 2-3-2 coming forward. Very subtle to the point. Or if I'm using my 1 and come on in, cut across right here, I'm pulling the hand down, because in that way I'm barely off his line for that right hand, so if he was to shoot that right hand in, I'm beating it right into the middle right here, not getting touched by anything. Now I'm looking for my body lock, where I can come on into my punch position, right from there. But now I'm really getting down to my 2-3-2 here. Coming in, touching, touch, boom, boom. Now I'm gonna go 2, 3. Now when I bring my 3 down, my 2 shoots in right there, and that's how I get into that punching style that I really want to get into at that point. So we're right here, touch, touch, touching, boom, boom, boom. 2, 3. See how it comes over the hand right there? That way I'm pulling it by, shooting right in, and this hand turns into my overhook immediately right there. So we got to see it slower over here. 2, alright. As I come through with that 2, my 3 is right there. Right over the top here, I'm pulling and turning and shooting it through. My right hand goes right directly to the armpit. Right on in. Then that's how I'm able to enforce my overhook. Now what I want to slowly get into is go with a nice little lat drop right here. When I'm lat dropping, I'm stepping into my overhook. 1. Alright? Then as I'm here, fall into my hip. Right there. 1, 2. Now from here, my foot is acting as a trip. Gonna fall right over. Here. 1, 2. Now I'm over and I fall right into queso. Right from there. Alright? One more time. We're slowly touching our way in. Now when I'm ready, rear hand, front hook, takes it down, Breathe in, shoot down, boom, boom. I'll step, and there it is right there. Womp, womp. Right on through. Alright? Anybody got any questions on that? Can you see it again though? Yep. That's right here. Like I said, we're just finding out rhythm with it. I'm coming in. Whenever I'm stepping, it's baby. Like I said, I make my frames coming across so that way, if there's any punches coming, I'm already got myself blocked up. Once I'm in my range where I want to be and I can touch, then we go right hand, left hook, right there. I scoop it. See how I come through? I aim for that. If I catch the head, that's cool. But I'm taking the hand with me. Right there. Now as I turn, I take a shoot a high cross right there in a sense. So then I'm shooting the other hook right there. Then I can go 1, 2, 3. Boom. Fall right into it immediately. Alright. Take your time with it. Just a nice little warm up to get us moving right from there. And then we're going to go into, I want to get into the guard and go into using our hooks, low butterflies, things like that. Alright? Any questions? Alright, on 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Groups of 2, groups of 3.
Just let go. I'll follow you to the ground. I'm feeling late.
And time! Alright, now bring it in, Now we're hitting the floor now. Alright? Now, what I think we want to work on now is I want to give you guys a little bit of strength in order to take down aspect. And now what I want to do is maybe get using the hooks, the butterflies, so off center, off balance, and everything else. I'll grab you. Yeah. So we got to this spot right here where we're in the guard. And last week we were working on really pulling the knees in, covering, and getting our hips out. Through, right out under or on the hip, right here, extending, and everything else. Alright? So what I just want you guys to get used to now is that you're in here. Alright, I'm still doing everything in here, I'm capturing. I use my legs and my hips, slowly shimmy, get my feet to the hips. Now I'm slowly gonna come right into here, elbow drag myself, tuck one foot in, right over here, and now I'm right into this position right here where I got him somewhat extended. I got my underhook right here just like we did with our last drop, everything else. Now even once I'm in here, I'll take my overhook out, go right here, get double unders. Alright. His first instinct is either going to be he's going to try and get in the way, or he wants to push right into me. Alright? If he tries to scoot back, I'm going to use my foot that's on the inside right here. He scoots back, and follow him and pull it right back in. That way, I get my instep on my second side in right there as well too. Alright? Then once we're here, all I'm going to do is scoop my butt underneath me and pull him up over my head so that way I really get him extended. So I'm going under, I pull up, and I'm shooting out, and that way I get used to really moving them and manipulating them at this point right here. Alright? So we're in here again. Alright? He tries backing up, I follow him, I pull myself in, boom, boom. Now I'm going to lean back, pull him over my head, extend him. Right into here. So the drill is going to be at first for about 2 minutes. We're just going to start right here. He's going to try backing up. I'm going to follow by butt scooping myself in, alright, pulling him above me, and keeping his legs straight forward. 1, 2. That way I keep on, it's under. That way I keep him off balance and I keep his hands always touching the mat. Then just that motion of scooting and pulling. Yeah, actually it's pretty fun. But it's definitely a big thing that you have to get used to be able to track somebody and follow them. So that way they can't break away, you just get out or create damage at that point. Anybody got a question about that right now? So we're gonna start right in. Go right here. Alright, like this. Double unders. He steps in. Right here. I scoop my hips underneath him. I elevate him. He goes back, pull myself right back in. Scoot him, and elevate him. Right into here. Alright? Do that about 5 times each person for about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And then I want to get into a nice little sweep from there. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Good observation. Alright. Any questions? Alright, I'm three, ready? 1, 2, 3.
¿Cuál es el punto de eso? Es para poder controlar.
My ball tight, nice and tight. And then arm triangle right there. You go to walk, send your other one, and then switch to your back face. Right back. Right here. 1, 2. Scoop it in. I elevate them. I kick in both my feet. I'm going to over exaggerate my right kick and pull back on my left kick. I'm going to shift to my hip. 1. Alright. Now as we're in, now you see what I'm going with. Here. 1, 2. Moving myself out the way and turning onto my hip. That way I got my feet on tape right there as well. And now I can go straight to my back right there. Yep.
You had that head on, so
Yep.
or you have back straight. So it doesn't matter, like do you decide that based on how he falls?
Yeah.
Okay.
How he falls, or how you want to guide him to fall.
Okay.
You want to kind of manipulate it. But I kind of always just go with whatever you give it to me. Because you just have the general frame that you want. I just see head and arm right there only because arm in, my arms around.
Right.
Here we go.
That was a little.
Yeah.
You gotta use your left foot on that last step again.
Come on, inside we go. Right here. Now, as I'm here, I make my turn right there, so I can shoulder it off. And then what I was talking about was the whole arm triangle. He landed a little far, so I got my back.
The back's right there.
But then if he landed like this, now I got my head and arm right there. That's how you're able to see it. No matter what, I still got this position right here.
Yeah.
And then if I really needed to,